But in Nigeria, if we can divide, there will be peace. Nigeria is just like a jungle, where everybody is mixed together. Okay, look at the crime being committed in Nigeria today. How many have they arrested? How many has been prosecuted? That there
was some my journeys are greeting. I support Italian Davido. At this very moment now, I'm right here with the human rights activists. So, in one or two things now, when you want to tell us?
I am a human rights activist, fighting for the liberation of the oppressed, especially that of the freedom of our people, which we need to be free.
So, Daddy, without wasting more time now, like, what do you get to talk for this arrest of Simon Ekpe?
To be factual, actually, like you just asked, we just getting the breaking news that it has been apprehended. Probably we don't know how far it's gonna be. So we appreciate whatever effort everybody is putting to set his or her people free, but with a good ideology. Because whatever you are doing, you put your ideology and follow up your ideology. There's no need of somebody infiltrating with another ideology. That ideology could fail you when you accept another ideology. According by the NIBS in Finland, we read that he was performing an act of terrorism and causing havoc in his own country called Nigeria, killing and maiming people and making a fraudulent donation online to sponsor terrorism. This is what I read. And you see, I don't go against what he was doing, but he is supposed to have joined the right crew. Those with good ideology, like everybody has had when Unnadi Kanu came out, and be telling us the way we have to go. And that way should lead us in getting what we are looking for, which is Biafra. And some people beginning to infiltrate with a different ideology, which IPOB themselves isolated themselves because we have our template. We have our template, the ideology that Unnadi Kanu have put down, that we have not to go violently. Because when we go violent, there will be a catastrophe on the way.
But I thought Simon Ekpe was working according to Mazi and Kanu policy. I don't know.
Yeah. The ideology was different because we don't agitate for violence. If you are killing your people or threatening your people, you can see that what he was doing was only in the east. It's not applicable to the north. It's not applicable to the west. Then this is our people. We don't have to mend them. We don't have to create groups to go and be threatening and killing and arresting and obtaining and, doing propaganda. We have war, we have this, we will confront Nigeria with violence. A nation that has been created, we have to go on dialogue. We have to go on dialogue. This is the protocol. The United Nations is there. Go and read the chapter that was enacted in United Nations and see and read and study. Because there are people who can study very well. There are people who are defense trying to clap for those who are causing violence. So whatever he has seen now that has been arrested, according by the statement of the NIBs, you can look at it. Because somebody coming into social media, a freedom fighter does not make much noise. He has to implement his ideology until he wins the fight. That is what I see there.
So you mean that he was doing contradicted to Mazi and Kanu policy?
Of course, using the name of IPOB, he was to be a very good member if he had followed suit. We have our own policy and we have our own way to agitate for our freedom. You fail to enter to join the family and you are agitating on your own with your people that believe in your own ideology. IPOB is isolated in this violence of agitation. That is what I have to say. We are not among violent agitation.
So, sir, you think that Simon Akpami has been the person declaring the sit-at-home, Monday sit-at-home, maybe Saturday, I don't know how they call it?
Of course, the whole world can see it through his broadcast in the media. We did it the first time our leader was arrested. But when we go into statistics, an instruction from the main leader, Unnadi Kanu, says stop, because it will cause economic damage in the East. It is a civil disobedience. We use it as civil disobedience. We need it, not as rampant as they declared, to the extent insecurity was rampant in the East. We acknowledge and abolish sit-at-home, but yet he himself is imposing sit-at-home, creating gangs to threaten his people.
Are you happy that he's been arrested?
Well, I'm not saying that I am happy that one captain has fallen, but if you are guilty, you will pay. If you are guilty, you will pay. I could be arrested maybe because of my speech. If I am threatening the government, I could be arrested. If you read the law, you should know. But if I'm not threatening the government, that I'm using a civil disobedience to dialogue with the government, I think I don't have to be arrested, and I don't have to be afraid. Because if you get me arrested, what have I done? What have I committed? But if you go now and see the breaking news over his arrest, you will see a lot of things that they have written. We are not the people accusing him. It's those that knows and have been tracing and monitoring. You should know that this fight that we are fighting is not a main fight.
So if I may ask, like, are you in any way in support of the division of Nigeria?
Division of Nigeria is the ultimate. Really? To me, yes. One, overpopulation is worrying us. That the government cannot oversee his citizens. Because if they oversee the citizens, we could be okay. There are countries that are just 2 million, 3 million, even like that Finland that he is. They are divided. Many other countries are peacefully divided, and they are economically growing. But in Nigeria, if we can divide, there will be peace. Nigeria is just like a jungle, where everybody is mixed together. Okay, look at the crime being committed in Nigeria today. How many have they arrested? How many has been prosecuted? That there is kidnapping, there is robbery, there is hijacker, there is a lot of things are happening there. How many have they prosecuted and bring to justice? How many of them? So it is because of overpopulation and mix of tribal, national, and otherwise you cannot know who is doing this. You cannot even assess that these are the people that are committing this atrocity in your country. For us to take example, if you arrest a criminal, maybe at this zone, as Italy is concerned, and there are a lot of criminals, in everywhere there are criminals, but security, adequate security has to be taken to make sure you map out the criminals and get them arrested and take them according by the law. But in Nigeria, it's no way. So how can we live in that kind of congested life and insecure life? If you divide, you can be able to rule your people. You can be able to govern and set security wherever you want to set it. But where is that guard?
You think that the overpopulation is the reason why our political leaders couldn't put things in place in the country?
One, that could be part of it. But some of the political leaders equally are corrupt. The government are not, look at, what budget have we gotten ever since? Everybody are there hoping to get rich. What about the poor? They are only corrupt on themselves. You can see in Nigeria, they will open up a warehouse where you will see money rusting. A legal tender rusting under one warehouse, whereas the poor are there suffering. What the hell? Is it a cause? If it is a cause, let us do an atonement. Atonement for God in heaven and earth to forgive Nigerians for the atrocity we all have committed. so that that country will be set free. It's better for us to divide because that country has no amendment anymore.
Okay, how the division will bring peace and unity to the country now?
We can see that the peace of that country can never be restored except that division, like you asked. If we create now, right now, South, let us forget about Biafra, for instance. North, East, and West, for instance, and everybody go his own state or region and build a wall of Jerusalem to every country. Before you come to North, you'll be scrutinized by the immigration and know if you are right to enter the North. If you are not right, you will be infiltrated and sent back to your state. Can you see how we can start infiltrating or filtering that country, removing the bad eggs out of the good ones?
So, tell me, I think this should be my last question. Like, are you sure that the Igbos are in support of everything that Simon and Ekpe has been doing ever since Mazi and Kanu has been arrested?
Some of them are supporting him because they want to cause catastrophe to destroy the ideology of Mr. Nnamdi Kanu or Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Because some of them are eating with the government who refuse to install peace and security in that country. So for that reason, most politicians are there, giving him that power to cause mayhem without reading the Constitution, that they know well that if there is a peaceful demonstration, peaceful agreement, roundtable discussion for that referendum to take place, they will not benefit from the government or from the criminals or the cabals that are behind them anymore.
But, okay, sir, but you know that this is not the first time I think Simon Ekpe has been arrested in Finland, if I'm not making a mistake. But are you sure that they're going to release him any moment from now?
Well, the law will take its cost because they are still under investigation. We don't know. It's just like every other person. If you are being captured or arrested by law, they have to, if you are being indicted, they have to investigate, or maybe rumors and find out facts and figures. Then that is where you decide your fate, whether you are going to be released or you are going to pay for what you have committed.
So, sir, what do you have to say concerning the insecurity in the eastern part of Nigeria? Like, recently now, there have been a lot of, I don't know how to say it, fighting and all of that. Like, do you have anything to say about it?
The insecurity is being caused by humans. It's being caused by humans. Some of the governors have their talks. They've created their talks to infiltrate and use the opportunity to kill those that they feel are disturbing them in the government. That is one. Secondly, the criminals indicted, even ex-prisoners that came out that were released are equally involved. Then the Northerners, the Fulani herdsmen and the Boko Harams, all of them are mixed in what is happening in the East. Because it is not what we presume. It's not what Nnamdi Kanu has stated or wanted for us. We wanted to get Biafra and rule our people, or rule ourselves, not to kill ourselves. Politicians are among what is happening because they are greedy.
Why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu now still there for detention now? Why? What is your take now? Why,
because
he
refused to abet with them. He refused to concord with their own agreements. Because what they want from him is to drop the agitation of freedom. That is what they want from him. If he had succumbed to their agreements, they would have left him since. Nnamdi Kanu cannot drop Biafra. And that is why they are still holding him. If not, that man has nothing he has committed to be there. Everybody knows. The world knows. The world knows.
So do you have any advice for someone who will be watching to this very moment?
Yeah, the advice is all that Everybody should stand and fight for your right, no matter what it takes you. Don't be afraid before your enemies, because one with God is with majority, and we have no right to kill ourselves. Don't kill yourselves. Don't kill your brother, because if you kill your brothers, whom are you going to, when you excel, whom are you going to rule?
Clear. Thank you so much, sir. All right, thank you guys for watching, and tell me what you think about the arrest of Samuel Akpam. So this is just a brief one-on-one interview with our human rights activist, which you just heard everything he said. So let me know what you think about this little clip of video, and I look forward to seeing my next video. And don't forget to give a thumbs up. It's your boy Italian Davido. Peace.